Hey, Gabriella, I've got something to say to you. So you need to read my messages. I went to all the trouble of sending you a wedding invitation, through to your friend. Why do you send a reply back saying that you were going to be absent? And on top of that, you didn't want me knowing where you live currently, so you sent it back to me through the same friend? Like, what the heck? I don't understand that.
Oh, it's you. What do you want from me, Vince? I have a lot of things to do and very little time to message you all day.
As my ex-wife, don't you have any intention on congratulating me for starting my life all over again? This is a whole new beginning for me.
Are you kidding me right now, Vince? You are so thick, you know that, right?
Excuse me? I'm thick? Are you saying that I'm an idiot? How dare you? You can't just speak to me like that.
What kind of man would invite his ex-wife to his wedding to the woman he cheated on that ex-wife with? Do you really think I'm that dumb to go and celebrate your new beginning? You cheated on me with your soon-to-be new wife, remember? Where is that guy who's doing that, huh?
Well, I'm obviously right here, messaging you no less.
I thought you were being smug by sending me an invitation. I don't know what you were thinking when you sent it to me. Do you seriously think I would want to attend? If you had any common sense, it's a natural thing to decline an offer like that from an ex. With being invited to something like this, I think it's a reasonable decision to make in terms of not coming to the ceremony. So no, I won't be attending your wedding because I don't want or need to show up there. It would be awkward and all hell would break loose.
I'm not taking no for an answer, Gabrielle. You've got no choice in the matter. You need to attend my wedding. That's an order. You're the one who's got to attend no matter what. I'm forcing you to participate.
Are you kidding me right now, Vince? You can't just force me to do something I don't want to do. I let you do that too much when we were married to each other. I'm not going to let you now. No way.
Listen to me, Gabriella. This marriage, it's something you need to witness. My happiness awaits me as I stumbled all over the obstacles that I had with you. I'll show you the cause of all of our unhappiness and where we went so wrong. Also, I'm going to force you to bless my new marriage because that's something you should do. The purpose for it is that so I can be done with you and actually be happy with somebody I love.
I'm not interfering with anything that you're organizing. I don't want to be that sort of ex-wife at all. I've never been involved with you since our divorce, and you just keep bugging me, and it's getting to the point that I'm so sick of it.
Then why would you ask for compensation in one lump sum if you didn't want anything to do with me? Don't you realize how much I suffered because of you asking for that? All you wanted was my money that I earned from hard work. At least I had my beloved Annie, who was able to earn a lot of money while she was still a college student. If it wasn't for her, I'd be in debt for the rest of my life. I was able to go somehow from being in my overdraft and in negative funds to zero, all because you stole all that money from me. It took me 3 whole years to overcome the debt I was left in. Then one day, we found that Annie was pregnant. So now we have to have a wedding and be married for the baby.
Oh, for goodness sake, Vince. Are you actually stupid or something? Do you not understand why you had to pay me all that money?
What did you just call me? That's the second time you've called me stupid in this conversation we're having. I'm not stupid. I'm just simply saying what you've done to me.
What I've done to you. You're so thick. I was entitled to that money because of the affair you had with that woman you're marrying. I was simply claiming my right to that money as someone who had been cheated on by her husband and been completely betrayed. Don't turn yourself into the victim when you're the perpetrator.
You can't just say those sort of things to me when I complied to what you wanted. Don't you dare insult Annie in front of me. Our love for each other is sacred and can never be broken by the likes of you. Besides, the reason why we got divorced in the first place is because of your infertility. It's your fault you couldn't bear my children. Even though I wanted to have a child so badly, I couldn't because your body doesn't work properly. Annie came and helped heal my pain.
Oh my god, you really are so thick, Vince. And don't say my body doesn't work properly when it does.
Why are you calling me thick? You're so rude and disrespectful. You're supposed to respect me as your ex-husband. I did you a favor by divorcing you.
The infertility tests weren't so accurate back then, and the doctors never gave a definitive answer to whether I was infertile or not.
We had been married for 3 years, Gabriella. And during that entire time we were married, you never got pregnant or gave birth.
Either way, even though your wedding is coming up, there are other circumstances that are preventing me from attending.
Oh yeah? Like what? What are these circumstances that make it so you can't attend my wedding? I bet you're just lying so you don't have to go.
I don't want to tell you why, so I'm just not going to say anything more. As being your ex-wife, I think that's a reason in itself to not go to your wedding. I have things to do, so I'm going to stop messaging now.
This is not good enough. If you can't tell me the reason as to why you can't make it, then you've got no choice but to attend my wedding to my true love. You're my ex-wife, so I need you to attend. No matter what anyone says, you have to fulfill your duty and be there for me. You need to see how happy we both are. You've got no choice. And that's an order from your ex-husband. You're definitely coming to this wedding. I'll prepare a seat for you right up front. I don't get why you're messing me around so much, Gabriella. It's starting to really annoy me. What you're doing to me just keeps going on and on and on, and it never ends. But you decided to come after all. After all, you couldn't help but worry about the wedding we were having, could you? Did you think I was going to regret doing this? Well, I told you earlier that I wouldn't. You know, Gabriella, you don't exist to me right now. Like, for real. You just don't right now because my happiness comes first. Oh, but what's this look for? Seriously. Oh my god, I can't believe what you look like. Even though we've only been divorced for 3 years, you're 10 times the size you were then. Yikes. You've got so round.
Vince, what are you even talking about right now? What look are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't play games with me right now. Don't you recognize yourself as the sad, fat, and single woman that attended my wedding?
Oh, what? Is that what you're talking about? Your wedding? Is it today? I completely forgot that today is the day you're getting married.
What are you even saying? We literally just passed each other in the venue.
I'm so confused, huh? I'm at the wedding venue. How am I there?
Oh my god, stop playing stupid tricks on me. I literally just saw you and you walked, or should I say waddled, past me. I noticed you coming towards me, and I said to you, wow, after 3 years you put on a few pounds. You're a fat single woman now, and I laughed. You had such a frightening look on your face. Why is that? The way that you walked, and I instantly thought you were making a thudding sound effect.
I think you've got me mixed up with the wrong person, no?
I definitely don't. I'm sure of it. It was hardly an inch away from you. I know what you look like. There was no mistake made.
I already replied to your invitation saying that I wasn't going to attend. I don't know how many times I have to say that.
But you obviously changed your mind because we walked right past each other.
I really don't get what you're on about, Vince. It makes no sense. It is so exhausting trying to get anything through to your brain with that thick skull of yours. You're completely away with the fairies. I guess that can't be helped if you don't understand what's actually going on.
What the heck are you on about now, Gabriella? Trying to pretend that you're not bad or something?
Well, no, if you actually read what I'm about to tell you, then you'll realize I'm not at the wedding. I'm not at the wedding because I'm heavily pregnant at the moment. Ha ha.
I'm sorry. What? You're actually pregnant?
I can see that I have to put it into words that you'll understand. This month, I'm in my 9th month of pregnancy and could go into labor at any time. So that's why I've not attended your wedding today.
Are you kidding me with this? And you say I'm stupid. You're the stupid one for saying that you're pregnant when you're really infertile. I would think clearly about what you say next before spitting out any more lies.
But it's true, though? I'm pregnant and could give birth at any time during this month?
No, this can't be true. If you're saying that you're pregnant right now, does that mean that you're not infertile? So either you got yourself knocked up from a one-night stand, or you've gotten remarried?
You're almost on the right track. I got remarried. That's why I'm about to give birth to my child soon.
This can't be happening right now. Are you serious? I've completely exposed you. So you were lying. So we did walk past each other.
Oh my god, this conversation is literally going around in circles. It's so frustrating. We just need to hold off on this conversation just a minute.
What do you mean? What's going on here?
So I'm just with my father right now, and he told me that the person that you might have seen was my aunt.
What are you talking about?
About the conversation we were just having before? About you walking past some woman? It wasn't me. My father has a younger sister who's quite a bit younger than him in age. Because she's so free-spirited, she longed to live right in the city, so she left her parents' house at the age of 18. Since then, she's only been in contact with us once every few years.
So, what are you trying to say to me right now?
The last time we got in contact with her was 3 months ago. She got some sort of notification that she was to be married to the heir of a large company. When she met up with my father for the first time in more than 10 years, he couldn't believe how much she looked like me.
I've got no idea what you're getting at. I'm so confused by what you're saying. This isn't funny, Gabriella.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to explain something. She said that she got pregnant about a month after I did, so I guess she's 8 months along. She couldn't quite believe that she was pregnant with twins, but it explains why she has a big stomach right now.
Now, just hang on a minute. What company does your aunt's partner work for that makes him the heir of the company?
Well, he works for Smith & Company.
Smith & Company? Are you sure about that?
Yes. What? Is there something on your mind, Vince?
Bride's guest is the most important customer of that company, and that would be my new father-in-law. Since the company's president is undergoing medical treatment, the managing director seems to be inviting the heirs of the company. Is this really true? There's no way this is happening, right?
Well, my father just contacted my aunt to confirm that it is in fact true, so I don't know what to tell you, Vince. She also told my father that when she got to the wedding of a daughter who belongs to a business partner, a man she didn't know insulted her and called her fat. She sounded pretty angry. And she's just discovered that the man was in fact the groom.
This has got to be some kind of sick joke, right? I mean, it was just a joke that I told her.
Don't you think that you're on the verge of causing a massive uproar, Vince?
This is all your fault. Because of you, my wedding ceremony was canceled.
You've had a few days to think about what you've done, and now you go and blame things you did on me?
Why would someone that looks like you show up to my wedding?
I don't think you can decide the shape of the face that you're born with.
Of course you go and say crap like that. Don't be so rude to me.
Says the person who is ignorant to the bad things they've said to multiple people.
Don't say crap to me like that. I'm not ignorant.
Well, come to think of it, your marriage to Annie hasn't ended yet, has it?
Well, Annie is a beautiful crystal that holds so much love for me, so she wouldn't leave me ever.
But be honest. Because of this whole commotion, the cheating that I had kept a secret from your father somehow got back to him. I heard that your mother-in-law, who is protecting the unfaithful couple, is actually separated. And I heard that you've been forced to resign from your father-in-law's company. And that you were both disowned from your families and Annie was forced to drop out of university as well? Such a shame.
How do you know all about those things? Are you spying on me or something?
Well, my aunt was the one who got insulted by you, and you were the one who mistook her for me. It turns out that she found out that you were my ex-husband. You know that the information's going to come pouring in now, right? I've also heard that she's going to sue you and request compensation for what you said to her. What you did was harassment, Vince.
This can't be happening to me right now. All of this is crap. Everything is falling apart, and it's all because you didn't come to my wedding ceremony. If you just showed up like you were supposed to, I wouldn't be in this situation.
But I told you that I was never going to attend. This is all on you, Vince. Not me.
There's no way all this crap is happening to me. This is unbelievable.
What are you talking about, Vince?
Annie's child. She admitted the child isn't mine.
What do you mean it isn't yours?
She gave birth to a mixed-race child. I couldn't believe it when it came out of her. It looked nothing like me.
But you seem to have unique facial features. So I'm surprised it doesn't look like you.
Its hair, eyes, and everything else looks entirely different.
Have you actually checked properly that the child isn't yours?
Don't be stupid, of course I have. It's not my baby.
Hey, I guess you can cut the crap that you've been saying to me for years then.
What are you on about? What have I ever said to you?
Look, why are you even talking to me? I don't understand why you're always contacting me. No matter when you talk to me, you always accuse me of something or throw a tantrum. I don't want anything to do with you anymore. I don't have enough information on this type of thing, so I can't be held responsible to the kind of advice I'm going to give you. You need to consult an obstetrician or a gynecologist or something. Just think for yourself for once in your life.
But that means that I'm the one with the problem. Now I'm the one who's in trouble right now.
Do you think I care about who you're in trouble for? I want no involvement in this.
Well, it would be nice if you could just show me a little bit of concern. I'd do that for you.
I've only just given birth to my child, and I need to concentrate on raising my baby. I don't need your problems in my life.
But Gabriella, I thought we were friends. I just found out something terrible. I'm actually infertile. I can't have kids.
What did you just say?
I went to the hospital that Annie gave birth in, and we took a DNA test of the baby and I, and it came back that I wasn't the father.
Oh, is that right? So you're not the father then?
But she told me that she's got no idea who the father is. How can that be possible? She wanted to have a wedding as soon as possible, so I was trying to get money for it. Then she confessed that there were multiple fathers of the child. She was earning money off multiple men. She lied to me. The real father is probably one of those men she mentioned.
Oh wow, that's quite a crazy turn to your situation now, isn't it?
And I wished for such a woman, and she goes and betrays me. And she's divorced me as well.
Well, ain't that a shame?
Anyways, I wanted to talk to you. Gabriella, why don't we raise a child you gave birth to together? Wouldn't that be great? To do that, can you tell me where you're living now, please? I'm currently living in an apartment that's in Annie's name. I'll have to leave soon. So please, let me know where you're living. Please?
Oh my god, don't be so ridiculous. You're so stupid, Vince.
What do you mean? I'm not being ridiculous.
You're not to come anywhere near me. I told you so many times that I want nothing to do with you. Goodbye, and honestly, good riddance.
What the heck, Gabriella? Don't say that to me. Please, just hear me out. We can get married again so you're not a single mother to the child. It would work both ways. Don't leave me here to suffer. Gabriella, please talk to me. Don't leave me again.
I've got no clue where the single mother interpretation came from. It's beyond ridiculous. A few days later, a friend gave him a hotel room number. According to his friends, he's currently unemployed and can't rent an apartment. It seems like he really wants me to do something about his uncertain future. No way. His friend stopped being the messenger between the two of us. He asked his friend to say that he told me that he could remarry him, and that was the final straw. I shouted down the phone and told him to back off. After that, he seemed to be up to his shoulders in debt as he had to pay money to my aunt for his harassment. He also had to pay for the wedding that never happened. The last thing I heard of him is that his things were taken away by a debt collector. His whereabouts are unknown.
Hey, Fatso. You there? Hello? I'm sorry, I was busy with work. And I thought I told you not to call me that. Busy with what? Gaining weight? Lol. You're overstepping your boundaries now. Kindly refrain yourself from saying whatever nonsense comes to your mind. Don't tell me what I can or cannot do. Especially when you're the one who's incompetent of doing anything. Like getting a job. That's not true. Like I said, I'm working. What do you think I meant by that? You're probably just lying around and stuffing snacks in your mouth. Can you stop saying such things? I don't like it when you make fun of me. Then why don't you try to be useful for a change? Maybe that'll fix our relationship. But I am trying. I help you around the house whenever I can. I appreciate you making dishes for us. I even buy you presents whenever I'm out. And I put in a good word for you whenever we have guests. Don't take this the wrong way, but I think you're the one who has to fix her attitude. There you go again with your complaints. You love having people pamper you. I'm sorry to say this, honey, but that's not how the world works. That's not what I meant. Anyway, I texted you for a favor. It's about my son. What is it? I don't want you around him anymore. What? You heard me. Stay away from my son. I'm his wife, so that's literally impossible. Why do you want us to separate anyway? I was told you supported Steve's decision on whom he wanted to marry. That's before I found out he chose such an incompetent fatso like you. You two are completely different. My son is a smart, handsome young man with a secure future. He can't be seen with an uneducated hippo like you. That was uncalled for. Seriously, do you have no remorse for what you're saying to me? Not to mention that attitude of yours. Honestly, I don't know what he sees in you. All you're good for is drying up his savings. Excuse me? You're always out shopping and whatnot. Where do you even get the money from? You don't have a job, so you must be taking money from him, right? If you keep this up, he'd end up in debt. Don't worry, I'm not taking his money. It's my own. Yeah, right. Do you expect me to believe that lie? You don't even have a job. I'm not lying. I'm making good money on my own. Couldn't you have found yourself some other rich boy you could rip money out of? Why did it have to be my Steve? Let me guess. No one else wanted to spend even a penny on you. Am I right? Steve probably took pity on you, and you probably misinterpreted his kindness and decided to steal his money for the rest of your life. What? No, you can't just make up assumptions about me like that. I'm not with him for his money. I married him for him and him alone. Steve is a great guy and an even better husband. He's my everything, and I love him so much. Until his bank dries up, I'm sure. And after that, you'd leave him in a heartbeat. Do me a favor, will you? Just end things with him already. I'll find him a better wife. Someone worthy of his time. Someone I can proudly call my daughter-in-law. This is ridiculous. I'm ending things with him. I love him too much. Don't be so stubborn, Mia. You know yourself that you're not good enough for him. Quit trying to talk your way out of this. Just hurry up and divorce him, and then move out of the house. Nothing much to it. For the last time, no, I'm not going to divorce him. But as far as moving out of the house goes, you don't have to worry about that. Steve and I are planning to move out next month. You'll have this place all to yourself. Wait, what? Steve didn't say anything about moving out. You bitch. You're trying to steal my son from me. You're the bitch. Ever since I moved in here, you've tried to make my life miserable. You keep looking down on me, call me names, and mock me. This is no way to treat a human being. So I looked up and found a nice apartment we can live in. You wouldn't have to deal with me any longer. Are you happy now? I don't believe this. You really are trying to take him away from me. Mark my words, Mia. You will regret this. I'll make you pay.
Hey, where are you?
At the library. What about you?
Home.
Really? That's weird. You usually come back late. I guess then I should come back home as well. The faster I get home, the faster I can prep dinner for you.
No need. Mom already gave me dinner. Speaking of, she seemed pretty upset today. Did something happen between you two?
It's nothing really. Just the same old arguments. It looks like your mom still hasn't accepted me.
Mom told me you've been gone the whole day today. Is that true?
I wasn't gone that long. And besides, I only come here occasionally.
Listen. I've been thinking and this isn't working. We should just get a divorce. You understand, don't you?
What? No, I don't understand. Why are you suddenly asking for a divorce?
Because I don't love you anymore.
What do you mean? Last night you said that I was the light of your life.
That was before I heard what happened.
Why? What happened? This is way too sudden. Hang on, let me get back. We'll talk about this face to face when I get home, okay?
No, it's not okay. I've made my decision, so now it's final.
But why? As your wife, I deserve to know at least this much.
Because you're useless. You don't help around the house. You don't care for my mom. Hell, you don't even take care of yourself. Just look how much weight you've gained. You weren't this big when I married you.
I'm trying my best to help your mother around the house, and you know it. I do the dishes, clean the kitchen, vacuum the house, volunteer to go shopping when no one else wants to. And yet, I still have to listen to her complain about me all day. I'm finding it difficult to manage my time and energy with all the household work and my personal work and everything.
Yeah, right. Next you're gonna complain that I'm a bad husband.
What's wrong with you? Why do you suddenly want a divorce? What happened?
You, Mia, you happened. I can't believe you treat my mother this way. Mom told me that you called her a bitch. Is that true?
She called me a bitch first.
That's no excuse to disrespect your elders like that.
Fine, I admit I shouldn't have said that. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I'll apologize to her personally when I come home. But don't you think it's a little extreme? You divorcing me over this?
It really affected her. She's been so sad the whole day. What's worse is that when I asked you what happened, you said it's nothing. Are you that heartless?
You're making a big deal out of nothing. The last time I talked to your mom, she seemed fine. She was her usual criticizing self. She definitely said way more hurtful things to me.
It's not just that. I've been noticing the way you behave around her. You're always complaining that she dislikes you, that she calls you names, etc. I understand that my mother can be a handful at times, but all you do is to complain about it. Besides that, you're almost never home. Even now, you left to be in a library while my mother is here, all sad and alone. I can't have a selfish wife. You're supposed to take care of her when I'm not around.
Selfish? Your mother has been breathing down my neck ever since we got married. She keeps insulting me and keeps arguing with me on everything. But you never take my side. You kept telling me that I shouldn't react to what she says. So, I come to the library to ease my mind. You didn't mind when I asked you to head to the library every now and then. So, why is it a problem now?
Because I feel you're always there. You're never home.
How would you know? You're always at work.
Mom told me.
I see. And was it your mom who suggested you get divorced?
Yes, we've been talking about it for a few days now. I don't appreciate how you talk back to her, not to mention the tone you use with her. I've lectured you about this before, haven't I? But you just don't listen. If you can't change your attitude, then I don't think we can be together anymore. It's that simple.
Are you even listening to me? I'm your wife. Why don't you ever hear my side of the story for a change? You always pick your mom over me.
What did you expect? She's my mom. I can't say no to her.
So, what she says becomes absolute. Is that it? Have you ever even seen how your mom treats me?
That's enough. I won't let someone talk to my mother like that.
What about me? I've been working my butt off to provide for the family. On top of that, I'm helping your mother with the housework. I try to spend as much time with her as I possibly can. I've even tried to ignore her comments. But sometimes they really get to me, you know? At first, I was able to tolerate it, because I knew I had your support. But these days, it's like you're a completely different person. Why are you acting so differently? That's not who I married. My Steve is kind and loving. He's thoughtful and fulfills all his duties as a husband and looks out for his wife. I don't understand why you're being so cruel.
Cruel, huh? Just because I have been giving you your usual allowance, I'm cruel? If that's how you feel about me, then fine. Let's just get a divorce and end things here.
As if I need your allowance. I make enough money on my own. What I need from you is a partner that has my back.
Make enough money? Doing what? Writing articles? Yeah, right. Just because you got a little lucky with your freelancing career doesn't mean it'll last long. Lol. I reckon it'll only take you a month or so to start losing clients. It's all downhill from there. After that, you'll come crawling back to me for your allowance. Lol.
Okay. Rude. And who are you to tell me I'll fail? A good husband should support his wife. And what is it with you and your mother looking down on me all the time? I'll have you know that my clients are very loyal to me. More than you've ever been. But as far as the divorce go, then fine. Let's get divorced.
Wait, really?
I can't live in a household where all its members look down on me. If you can't treat me right, then you are in no position to call yourself a worthy husband.
Uh-huh. Anyways, do you think you can move out till the end of the month? I want to start my new month fresh, lol.
Don't worry. I'll leave. Mia? Are you there? Why are you contacting me? What do you want? Just wanted to let you know that Steve found someone. She's so much prettier than you, and smart, and wealthy, and so overall perfect. And the best part of all, they're engaged. The wedding is in 2 weeks' time. Okay. But why are you telling me this? It's not like you're inviting me, is it? Of course not. Then why are you contacting me? Because you owe us money. I owe you what? I invoiced you the details. You have till the end of this week to pay up. What makes you think I'm paying you anything? We finalized everything at the time of our divorce. So, I know for a fact that I have nothing left to give to you people. No, this is a special case that doesn't need to involve the government or any sort of paperwork. So, it's not legit? In that case, I will definitely not give you even a single penny. But you owe us! When you were married to Steve, you practically lived off his earning. So it's only fair that you return the money you so casually used up. Lol, what? By my calculation, that makes it around $4,000 to $5,000, give or take. Again, I won't give you any money. Oh, come on. I'm sure you've hooked up with a rich boyfriend by now, right? Huh, I guess old habits die hard. Oh, would you shut up already, Karen? You're giving me a headache. Where are your manners? Don't call me by name. I'll call you whatever I want. Then, only reason I didn't do that before was because I was married to your son. I didn't want him to feel bad or think that I'm disrespecting his family. Since we're not together anymore, I don't really care. And frankly speaking, your name suits you, Karen. That's probably the only thing your parents did right with you. Oh. How rude, you ungrateful brat. Look, I don't want any drama. Just return us the money you owe us. If you can't pay the amount, ask your boyfriend to do it. I don't have a boyfriend. Really? So you finally got what you deserved, huh? Karma is real. Lol. I assume that means you're homeless then, correct? Lol. You must really wish Steve hadn't had dumped you, huh? Quite the opposite, actually. Look at you trying to act so tough. It's laughable. Especially when you're so weak and pathetic. First off, the only weak and pathetic is you. You're the whole reason Steve and I separated. You would constantly tell him about how I treat you while conveniently leaving out the things you did to me. In time, he grew tired of your yammering and decided to end it with me. No, but seriously, getting divorced was the best thing to ever happen to me. Now that I wasn't bound to take care of anyone else but myself, nor did I have to deal with toxic someone, I was able to finally focus on my work. Recently, things have been going great. I'm making much more than I've ever made before. I can pay my bills with ease. What? You mean you're not struggling? Not at all. Then I'm sure you can pay up all the money that was wasted on you, right? What makes you think any money was wasted on me? He used to give me some allowance, yes. But he cut it short to the point I couldn't even buy monthly groceries out of it within the first few months of our marriage. Every time I asked him to give me more, he would get angry with me. So I developed some skills and began working really hard. And with the grace of God, everything turned out great. I was able to pay for groceries, the bills, your meds, and my personal shopping from my own money. Steve and I never wanted to tell you this because we didn't want you to think any less of your son. But really, the house was only functioning because of my money. So you really don't have the right to ask me for money. If anything, I should be the one demanding money from you. Lol. Think of it as my generosity that I'm letting you off the hook. What? No, I don't believe this. You're lying. Believe me or not, it's the truth. I have no reason to lie. Go ask Steve if you don't believe me.
Mia, it's an emergency, please. I need you to lend me some money. It's urgent.
I'm not helping you pay for your wedding.
How did you know? I didn't say what it was for.
Your mother contacted me earlier. I turned her down.
Look, I'm sorry that I divorced you, okay? I know you probably still have feelings for me, and I understand that. But there just wasn't a future for us, you know?
Well, okay, Mr. Delusional, are you done? I have other important matters to attend.
I get that you're jealous of my fiancé, but it's okay. The least you could do is see me happy, right? This is your chance.
If this is some messed up way of apologizing, then I'm afraid you're a little late.
Please, just listen to me, okay? I never wanted to divorce you. Mom made me. What was I supposed to do? Oppose her? I was young and stupid. I didn't know what to do. It was all her scheming. She wanted us to be divorced so she could set me up with other rich women.
Oh, please. It's bad enough you never let me tell your mother how much you really earned. Do you know how much nonsense I had to endure for you? Things like how I'm an incompetent wife and a gold digger, when the truth is that the house is only functioning under my income.
I know. I didn't realize how much you were contributing. Now it is hard to manage the expenses without your help. I'm sorry, I didn't know what I was thinking, but I really need your help right now. My mom didn't know my salary. She told my fiancé that I make 6 figures a year. Now everyone's expecting me to throw this lavish wedding, but I don't have the money for it. I'm already in debt.
Then just tell them the truth. If she chooses to still marry you, you'll be a lucky man, lol. Having wives who earn more than you to sustain the house. But please, don't blow it with her too.
The wedding is in 2 weeks. If I tell her I'm not what I introduced myself as, she won't marry me.
Don't you think she'll find out sooner or later? If not now, then maybe after you guys get married? She might even file for divorce, or sue you for that matter.
Yes, but by that time, we'll already be married. Which means, at the time of the divorce, I still get to keep half of the assets.
You're a real scumbag. They say women are gold diggers. Clearly, they haven't met you.
Please, I'll do anything. Just help me with this wedding. I'm begging you.
You got yourself into this mess, so you fix it. Quit bothering me. I'm gonna block your number now.
Wait, please. Hello? Are you still there? Hello?
Mia's career really started to kick off. She even had to hire a few more employees to keep up with all the orders. She hasn't started dating anyone yet, but she plans to do it soon enough. This time, she'll be looking for someone far more trustworthy and loyal than Steve could ever be. As for Steve, he had to sell his house to pay for the wedding, but that still wasn't enough. When his fiancée found out he wasn't as wealthy as he said he was, she dumped him immediately. Not only that, but she also sued him for fraud. Now that he's homeless and in a lot of debt, both him and his mother have to work several part-time jobs to get food on the table. It's a wonder how they'll survive, especially with winter just around the corner.